And when we talk about card base and point of sales, this is another perspective that also help us to see how have we been growing on this. So here on this screen in the bottom, you have basically a graph that shows the evolution of the card base in Brazilian market in millions of credit cards. So if we go like 2 or 3 years before the pandemic, like 2017, 2018, we had something like 180 million credit cards on our base in Brazil, with a population that it's something like 200 million people. So basically we're saying something like 1 card per person in an average. 5-6 years after, we see that we went to something like almost 500 million credit cards with basically the same population. The population increased, but not that much, like 210 million. And now we have an average of 2.5, 2.7 cards per person. This talks a lot about the maturity of our market. And when we go to POS, basically point of sales and acceptance, we see the same. So if we go back to 2011, there were only on that time 2 companies, 2 acquired companies here in Brazil. Then the market was open. And when the market was open, like 4 or 5 years after that, we also got an exponential increasing. Now we're talking about something like 24 million POS in Brazil. We had only these 2 acquirers that on that time were called Redecard and VisaNet after the opening of the market. Now we're talking about something like 35 acquirers and more than 200 sub-acquirers. So it's a very, very different market when we go 1 decade before and now.